Lucas Tyler is here on Daytime. Please welcome him. Hello.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Good. So there's more males doing this now, but you were the first one they hired.
Yes, we started out with 1, then it went to 2, and now we're at 4.
Okay.
So the show's expanding.
Yes, yes it is.
It is expanding.
I could have jokes there, but I will stop.
That's right, this is Daytime.
That's right. Now, you didn't start off, you were in banking or something.
I was an investment advisor, yeah. I was in banking for 8 years prior.
Okay. And because my next question logically is, so how
and
did
why?
you end up naked on the internet?
Well, like a lot of people out there, you know, I was kind of disenchanted with my job. Although it was a great job, I was really looking for some creative freedom.
Yeah.
And working in a bank might do that to you. So I took some time off just to find myself and maybe look for something a little bit more creative, a little bit more adventurous. And I did a little traveling. I came back. I saw an ad in the paper for Naked News, and it called for shorts. Because I'm not a nudist. I've never done anything like this before. And
what do you mean shorts? That's
shorts,
a very sensitive subject.
You had to audition in shorts.
Oh, I got you.
So you didn't actually have to be naked right off the bat.
Okay, right.
Okay.
So I said, what the heck? Why not? I mean, this is why I took the time, right? And I did it. I thought I did a horrible job, just because of the teleprompter, as you guys can attest to. When you first start, it's a little harder to read conversationally than one might imagine.
Yeah.
They called me back a month later, and then I really had to think about it because the next audition was you know,
Then you're naked.
Then you're naked.
Okay. Now, what is your parents at this point saying?
Well, back then, I mean, everyone's used to it now, but back then, everyone, you know, they had a little laugh, okay, like my friends and my old colleagues, but they looked at it like I did, like it was a great opportunity, and it's one of the reasons why I took the position with it, Naked News, because it was a good opportunity.
Now, does one ever get, how do we say, stage fright when one is taking off one's clothes on television? Because we know what happens in cold water. So is that ever a concern for you at all?
Yeah, you know, there's so much going on. Like on your set, there's lights, cameras, people. You just it's not even doesn't even enter your mind. You just really focused on just the teleprompter and getting your words out right.
Yeah. See, that, you know what? I'm not really good. I can't like chew gum and walk at the same time. So actually, reading off the teleprompter and to take my clothes off, like I just. You know, I was watching because I have to. It's research, and you know, it's. I mean,
that's what they all say.
Well, exactly, it is research. Shush. And but yeah, you're reading, and then you're taking off your stuff. It's like an awkward sort of. Did you find it awkward?
Very, very. It takes a while to get used to.
Yeah.
Especially because you're trying to, you know, when you're standing in front of the camera, we're all you have. So your voice really has to excite the audience. You know, so there's that much more emphasis on what you're saying, even though you're doing all these other things, and so it does take a little bit of time to get used to.
Okay.
So how many people are visiting nakednews.com? I mean, obviously it started off with the female anchors, and now the males. Do you have any idea of how many people actually visit it and watch the news? There's
about 6 million. It started out last January, February, around 4 million unique visitors, and now it's about 6 million unique visitors a month.
Wow.
So it's pretty huge, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, what do you want to do after this? Because, I mean, you know, at some point, are you going to be 80, and you're going to, you know,
I'm already starting.
You're already starting?
Sure, yeah. I was made associate producer of the show, so I'm really getting involved behind the scenes with a lot of the writing as well. I just launched my website, lucastyler.com, and it's more of a male health styles type of website. We started some fitness segments on the show because we get a lot of questions from our viewers about working out, health tips and diets and so on and so forth, just because of what we do, right? And so we're kind of segueing into that, and my website is just an extension thereof.
Sure. Actually, before, you know, it wouldn't be the same if we were going to, you know, have you on and at least not show a clip. Because there's some people out there that haven't been, unlike myself, haven't been to nakednews.com. So we're going to take a look at Lucas in action.
Let's see it.
All right, here's Lucas Tyler on nakednews.com.
In the reprisals, but 6 of his guards did die. The barrage of retaliation included airstrikes and naval assaults. While Israel has previously attacked Arafat's compound, it was the first time the Palestinian leader's office was actually targeted. India's Interior Minister is visiting the U.S. for talks with the Bush administration. Washington will likely try to encourage peace gestures, while Delhi is looking for support to counter.
You had a good question for me. Go ahead and ask that.
I asked where you put your mic.
The mic is hung from above.
Okay. Actually, Anthony, my regular co-host, he wanted to know that yesterday. He was sick. He brought it up. I thought, you know, he's at home watching and stuff.
Yeah, we used to have these mics that go around your neck.
Then you're looking like a Chippendales dancer.
Exactly.
It's like-
It didn't look
See,
too good.
that's the funny thing about nakednews.com. There you go. You're reading the news, some very important world news, taking off your pants, pulling off the belt. I do that in restaurants, and I get arrested. You get paid for it on nakednews.com.
Well,
It's no fair.
You just goes to show you how well they've positioned our show.
Right.
Ryan's been harassing him. Hey, look, you know, I'm looking for work.
But if you're taking off your clothes in restaurants, I think you have bigger issues.
That's true. I have many, many issues, but that's for another show, I imagine.
What's it like though having a relationship? Like, I mean, how is it for like any women you're dating, or I'm not sure if you're married or whatever, and you're like, there's my boyfriend, husband, whatever, you know, naked, and lots of people are looking at him.
Well, currently I'm single, so I don't really have that issue. But anyone that gets involved with me has to obviously deal with that, and so they have to kind of have an open mind, but know that all we're doing is it's just the news naked.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing over and above that.
It's not like you're doing porn or something.
Exactly.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I think I would find that difficult. Like, have you dated people since you started, and there was women that were kind of like, yeah, you know, I don't know.
Not really.
No, they've all been sort of really cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's
Well, sorry, go ahead. I was just...
no, it's something to know me and to know anyone that would be on the show. It's it's a certain personality, a certain mindset, you know. And I don't think I would be able to be with someone who couldn't understand what I do.
Yeah.
Now, do you get offers from women, or men for that matter? I mean, that you're taking your clothes off and you know, there's all these people watching.
We get a lot of feedback from the show.
You're very polite about that feedback.
Yeah.
We get feedback too. I have a feeling it's very different.
Actually, you'd be surprised. Our viewers are really nice, and what they do is they're so involved with the show that they'll tell you what you did wrong, what they don't like, what they'd like to see, but there's not a whole lot of anything else going on, you know. So we get that question asked a lot.
Okay.
And one thing I found, actually, when I was doing my research, of course, was that it's a little difficult to concentrate on the news. Do I look at the skin, or do I listen to the important news? I mean, what are people thinking for the most part?
That's the thing. When you first go to the site and you see the show, you might lose sight of what I'm saying or what anyone's saying the first couple of times. But the show has been on the air for so long, and we have so many viewers, and it's only increasing. The nudity wears off after a while, and you have to have the content to bring the viewers back. So, you know, the first few times, absolutely, you're going to look at the show, you might even laugh. You know, I can't believe they're doing that. But then after a while, you realize what's coming out of their mouths, and this is a pretty good show.
Now, would you want to do this like somewhere else, like on an ABC, NBC, whatever, with your clothes on?
Absolutely, yeah. All avenues are open for me right now. I'm you know, with the website up now, I'm looking at other avenues. But even the naked news as it is, we're trying to get onto cable.
I was wondering, because I thought, you know, with some specialty channels and stuff, you know, you probably have to air pretty late at night, but...
Well, the women's show right now is on In Demand in the U.S. It's on Viewer's Choice in Canada.
Okay.
You know, they're paving the way for the men, so we're probably next. But it's on its way. It's going to be there soon.
Wow.
Well, I think, Lucas, you might be onto something. Maybe we should consider, you and Anthony should consider nakeddaytime.com or something. What do you think?
You're an idiot. That's what I think.
Maybe not, huh?
I'm like, nobody needs to see that,
Is he saying something?
Well, you know what? But I have to ask you this, too, and maybe this is more, we had Victoria on, one of the first ladies that started a while ago, and I was asking her, like, there's got to be days that you feel like, you know what? Like, you feel like you don't look good with clothes on, let alone with clothes off. Like, you know, I feel bloated or whatever. I wouldn't want to be naked. Is that, like, you're a guy?
Absolutely, absolutely. You're definitely aware of your appearance.
Yeah.
You know, over Christmas when you binge eat and all the turkey and the sweets, you come back, I mean, you feel it, you know.
In the news.
Yeah.
And in Turkey right now. Like it's
Exactly. And hence one of the reasons why, you know, we're kind of like a lifestyle show, a fitness conscious, and people realize that by watching our show, and they email us a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Hence our Flex Appeal segment that we have on the Mail Show on weekends. It's about working out.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for being here. It's
Great.
a pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. For more info, Lucas has a new website that he's launched. It's called, lucastyler.com.
A little choked up, are you, Natalie?
It's a great website.
Yeah.